Hey, thanks, Graham. I think you won one or two and you're very successful from Kingswood. There are not many wins over the years.
It's been a great day so far for the home side. We've had St Andrews first team field lower, just lower, isn't
it? Okay. Right, you've got the two tunnels forming up at the moment. Probably one of the great traditions there of the day. St Andrews one about twice as long, and Kingswood on the right hand side of the field here. Second team game proved St Andrews once again great depth, won by 29 points to 10. Just snuck in on the under 16 game too today, which was quite a thriller. Kingswood 1-1 back in the under 15s, winning the under 15 game 28-10. And St Andrews cruised through with a 54-10 win in the under 14 game. And the one I left out there was the fourth, St Andrews winning 52-0, and the third also winning 50 points to 12. I think this game's going to be a lot closer though. Things are leveled out a lot on the day, and both teams having had quite a successful season with their respective fixtures so far. Haven't played a lot of teams that are the same, that we can compare them that much at the moment. But St Andrews coming off a very good win last week against Grey, and Kingswood having quite an easy win against Grents here at home. Well, the players might remember the rugby, but I tell you, these little junior school kids, they remember these tunnels more than anything. They're ready to shout their lungs out here. As I said, St Andrews probably been the more successful team over the years. However, this lower field here has been quite a happy hunting ground for Kingswood. Having won here the last time in 2015, before that in 2011, and then having 3 successive wins in a row here, 90, 92 and 93.
Yeah, the first fixture being the in 1903 with the 0-0 draw here in Grahamstown, and it's definitely got all the hype. It's this K-Day week has been happening since midweek with music concerts, with the hockey where the St Andrews team were victorious there, and it all comes to a climax here this afternoon on Lower Field, with the home side, St Andrews College, versus a very strong and athletic Kingswood team. And St Andrews need losing one game this season, and that being against Selborne College a couple of weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago to be more precise. And Kingswood also looking at some good wins. Right, as we wait for the teams to come on. Here come the visitors, Kingswood, led by their captain, Kamva Kalepia, a phenomenal little player, the hooker. Loves tackling, as I hear, and also is the Kingswood head boy this year. And he will look to lead his team from the front, making the big hits and doing the hard yards. There's the team list for you. Richie Rotenbach, Kalepa, as I've mentioned, Faralt, Lombard, Dangezela, Mills, Ngijima, and Galada. Galada just signing a contract with the Bulls. And then Nick Lawson-Smith, who's got a good heritage, grandfather and both uncles played for the Kingswood first team. And then Jared Marnus, as well as Jeff Matuka, who is Kenyan born. And then Hilton Cricker, followed by Sandisiso Charles, who's the vice captain in the 13 jersey, and Abongile Klaas, who's seems to be quite a live wire, the number 11, or sorry, number 14. He's scored 7 tries this season, and he's also an EP sprinter, so we'd look to see a lot of work happening from on his wing this afternoon, and he's only in grade 11 for that matter, which is quite exciting. And then rounding up the team is Anele Mokongolo. And here is the home side, St Andrews College running out, led by their captain Alex Minaj, a team that parts of their team that are in the Craven Week squad, their front row. That's the 2 Malesu brothers, Basi and Bami, as well as Chris Poole, as well as their centre, Charlie Fleming. They're the names, Basi Malesu, Chris Poole and Bami Malesu, all 3 of which are currently in the Craven Week setup, as well as the 2 Malesus being a part of the SA under 16 setup, or under 18 setup now. Then Braden Barrett, the grade 11. Matthew Hillary, only grade 10 boy in the number 5 jersey. The captain Alex Minaj, Christian Robert, Miles Dankwitz rounding out the forward pack. And then a name that is formidable here in the Eastern Cape with sport is Guy in the number 9 jersey. Murray Wilson has 3rd game back from injury. He's running in the number 10 jersey, the 10, the general on the back line. And then Matthew Royal, the St Andrews speedster, on the left wing. And then the go-to man in the midfield, Charlie Fleming. He's been a formidable weapon for the St Andrews College team this season. And then Anthony Moore on his outside, and Ryan Thompson, and then rounding off with a young grade 11 Ryan Ford. And this looking like it's going to be a phenomenal matchup here, and I expect awesome schoolboy running rugby as we've seen all day, Bob.
Absolutely. Looking by the way they ran out the tunnel there, the guys are up for a great scrap here.
It's those tunnels are impressive at schoolboy level, or in particular in this fixture. I mean, by the time you run out of it, I certainly would be finished by the time I got onto the field. But these guys, it just winds them up, which is exciting, and gets the crowd involved, which is what it's all about at schoolboy level. And we are at capacity here this afternoon. We'll see full crowd, and the official for today is Rodney Bonaparte, well known here in the Eastern Cape. And we're looking at the number 10, Jared Manis, from originally from Ceres in the Western Cape. And here you go, the kickoff, and it's Kingswood playing from right to left, and St Andrews with the ball. This is now Murray Wilson looking for the break, and he's gone through. Murray Wilson looking to link up. Great tackle there by the number 11. That's Jeff Matuku. Outstanding work there by the number 11, scrambling on defence, and turn Kingswood. And this is the
Galada going up it. Running straight into touch, unfortunately.
Ati Galada, a really big human being. That's the man that we say that we played Craven Week last year. Is 1 year old, so unfortunately is not playing in Craven Week this year, but has signed a contract with the Bulls, and it's a line-up for St Andrews. Good take there. Here's Charlie Fleming into the centres. Good hard hitting, and he's through. Charlie Fleming looking to link up. That's Alex Minaj, his captain, and he's just knocked the ball on, unfortunately. And that'll be the first scrum of the game. But as you can see, a frenetic start here, Bob.
Yeah, and a few early nerves from Kingswood. They're going to have to bridge that midfield defence quite quickly. 2 clean line breaks straight through the middle there.
Yeah, it's St Andrews' secret weapon. It's for the last couple of years has been their centres. Last year, Matthew Moore scoring 29 tries in the season. This year, his younger brother in the 13 jersey. And Charlie Fleming, who played there all of last year, has got lots of experience, and also the starting cap for the EP Craven Week team in a couple of weeks' time.
I think Fleming set up a lot of those tries last year. Very good player. And
Kingswood here, and a little bit of pressure. Just looks like just outside their 22, and they'll look for a clean exit play here. Seems like they've split their back line. What do you think would be going through their minds now, Bob?
Yeah, I think just having a look at the scrum first of all. Kingswood have got a good scrum. It'll be interesting to see how they go in the first one. Yeah, they'll be wanting to get a bit of a right wheel on this one, so they've got the blind side option. I see Marnus standing on the blind side already, probably wanting to use the wind straight away, get it downfield. It's quite a breeze blowing. Played to the left-footed Mokongolo. He's put a good kick downfield.
It's fielded by Ryan Ford here. And it's good counter-racking here from Kingswood, but St Andrews managing to keep that ball.
Kingswood really good in numbers.
And there's the first penalty of the game. Referee Bonaparte adjudicating that Kingswood were going off their feet there at that breakdown. And I think a lucky let-off for the home side there, but good clearance from Kingswood in their deep in their territory. And St Andrews will look in the wind to kick this ball out and set up what has been very successful for them, is that they're driving more and their line-out play. Their go-to line-out man this season is the grade 10 Matthew Hillary, phenomenal young athlete, plays first-team water polo for St Andrews College. And there he is. And there's some of the old boys, first years, second years, and it's actually the 10-year reunion for St Andrews College, as well as the 20 and 10-year reunions for Kingswood. So there's the man, Hillary, down to Rashmir, now with Wilson. Wilson to Fleming. Fleming going out the back, looking to go wide immediately, and they see the intent from St Andrews College to get the ball wide to their speedster, Royal. And good breakdown work there from their forwards. And yes, Hillary with the carry. Big defense from
Kingswood there.
Outstanding defense from Kingswood, and it looks like could be a counter ruck here. That's Van Holt doing good work there in the loose, and Alex Minaj with the pickup.
Got numbers.
St Andrews College here looking to get it wide. Great spot tackle there. Outstanding work by the men in red.
Hilton Kricher putting in a good tackle there. They got that ball wide. Kingswood could have been in quite a bit of trouble.
Yeah, it really is. And there's the schoolboys getting a little bit into this game, which is what it's all about. You know, good passion from the sideline. That was a great spot tackle by Kricher, and he's got his brother and cousin on the bench and played in the second team game earlier. And there you have it. You can follow us on hashtag SSL Rugby on Twitter and at School Sports Live, as well as on the website www.schoolsportslive.com. There's our Twitter handle at School Sports Live. And this is all brought to you by Liberty.
Good scrum by College. They've won it. They've won a turnover.
Good scrum there by the Malesus and Poole. And St Andrews with the turnover here, working hard. A little bit of interference with the number 9. But St Andrews College rumbling with their forwards. Rashmi having to dig for it. Out it comes to Wilson. Wilson to Fleming. Fleming targeted in the midfield, as you should with a man like that in the opposition. And St Andrews College going off their feet, and there's the first penalty for Kingswood.
They seem to have settled down a little bit in the midfield there. Two really good defensive tackles. That one by Lloyd Dagazela, the big lock. It's his third year in the first team.
Yeah, loves, as his coach mentioned to me a bit earlier, he loves defense, is Lloyd Maganzela, and you saw it there, loves getting up and doing the donkey work, as lots of people say. And he's quite chuffed. He scored a hat-trick this season, so he's one of those weapons in the forward pack for Kingswood, and that's a poor mistake there from the men in red. And this is Hillary up the near side, evading the first defender. And St Andrews College back on the attack, and a lot of nerves out there, Bob, at the moment, and just a bit of fumbling. Now St Andrews with the maul. And it's the pick and go. That's Bami Malesu in the scrum cap. Very difficult to tell the twins apart.
They've got big numbers again.
And Wilson with the ball. Out to the far side, moving the ball nicely. This is Dankwitz dancing around, trying to evade some of the defenders. Good work here by Kingswood at breakdown, and that's that number 5 lock.
Dagazela.
Dagazela again doing hard work, outstanding work there.
Comes into the back line again. Kalipa plays Van Holt. Van Holt carrying it well up the middle. Marnus. Back to Atigalada. Good offload. Mokongola using his feet now. There's the captain taking it up.
It's Kalipa. Hard yards here by Kingswood, putting it through the phases. Kricher out the back, and there they go. And that's Klaas with a carry. Great tackle there. Scrambling sort of St Andrews on the back foot here. Out to Matuku. It's their danger man, Matuku. They club.
Still got it. Well picked up. Kalipa. He's taking it down. Kingswood being patient here, but they've lost it. And turnover to St Andrews. Great turnover. Who's that?
That's a great scrambling defence there. It looks like
Number 7.
Robert getting up with Christian Robert. Played EP Country Districts team this year again. Really big man in the number 7 jersey. Played lock last year for the first team. But some scrambling defence there. A couple of nerves for both coaching staff and St Andrews supporters. But you could see the exciting backline that Kingswood has to offer, and a little bit of space could prove damaging for the home side. And really exciting wing, especially that man Wangila Klaas, a speedster scoring 7 tries this season. And St Andrews, not the greatest line-out ball, but here's Charlie Fleming with the carry. And working hard. Kingswood again putting a lot of pressure on St Andrews at breakdown, and they've won it. That's the man Kricher working hard there.
Coming back, Lawson Smith.
Oh, big hit.
Lost it. But it hasn't gone forward. Lawson Smith to Mokongolo with a little chip.
And looks like it's knocked on into touch, so that'll be Kingswood, either scrum or line out.
Might take the scrum on a day like this. That wind's still blowing here, Graham.
It really is blowing a gale, and as you see it there, this coverage brought to you by Liberty. And really special for the viewers at home. And there's the Kalipa calling for the scrum. I just think with St Andrews got a bit of the height advantage on Kingswood in the line out. And back there, boys, Rotenbach and Van Holt in the front row. Probably got a bit of weight on the two Malesus and Poole. But and the Malesus Poole, as mentioned, they drove back at 3 o'clock in the morning to get back from their fixture last night for EP. So they'll be targeted and they'll be tired this morning.
I was about to ask, what were they doing out at 3 o'clock in the morning? Kingswood will want to win the scrum after the heel against the head, the last one.
Lawson Smith with the feed out the back. Goes Mana.
Cricker's through. But he's lost that ball forward. Crowd got excited there. They thought the centre had gone through and scored there. Sandiso Charles. But it's a knock forward and St Andrews ball.
And Kingswood there, you see them in their stand, both teams. High nerves in this fixture. Kingswood took a few points last year, and as you mentioned, have been successful in recent times, but will want to rectify that this year. And St Andrews College again, they get out of jail free card. And St Andrews have struggled to score points early and have always had to come back from behind in these fixtures. And again, looking to get an exit here from deep in their 22. That's Rushmere with the feed.
Better scrum by Kingswood.
That man Fleming with the carry. Rushmere with the box kick.
Mokongolo, very good feet. It'll be interesting to see if he has a go here.
There you have it, the dancing feet of Mokongolo, tackled by Alex Minaj. And this is Kalipa, the captain, carrying there courageously. Good hard work at breakdown from Kingswood.
Oh, there goes Marnus.
Looking for a half gap is Marnus, and tackled by Basi Malesu. And not releasing the tackle there is Basi Malesu. And obviously the rule is if the player gets his knees to the ground, you've got to release him.
Always quite a controversial new sort of law, that one. I wonder how long it'll last.
Yeah, it does put the defence on the back foot. If you've got an astute attacking team, you can take advantage quite easily. And that's Marnus with the kick to touch. Not the ideal, but a little bit wary of this wind in this bottom corner. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, from on your left-hand side of the screen, there's almost a 3-meter difference from this left-hand side all the way to the far right-hand corner of the field here. So Kings will want to use that to their advantage. And is Agazela with the take.
Well, plays Lawson Smith. Good. Makajima takes it up. And a good clean again by Kingswood.
Good quick ball for Kingswood here.
Mokongolo just knocking it on there.
Unfortunately for Kingswood, they looked promising there. Nice, good line-out ball, and then good quick ball for the breakdown. And frustrating times here initially. And there's a score we So 12, almost 13 minutes in, and the score is still 0-0. So it's nail-biting stuff here.
Yeah, I think Kingswood will be feeling they've got to use this wind in the first half to their advantage. So a little bit frenetic, trying to get the points on the board.
And there's some of the old boys and parents, spectators enjoying this fixture from the old boys club, the Highlander. And here we have another St Andrews scrub just inside there, 22, and it's Rushmere with the feed. And it looks like Rotenbach putting a lot of pressure on Barmy Malesu again, and it's a turnover for Lawson Smith. There goes Smith.
Lawson Smith through.
And
He's
tries
over.
forward.
He's over.
Outstanding work there from the little number 9. He's only grade 11, this Nick Lawson-Smith. A rich history, his family history at Kingswood. Played in the Kingswood first team hockey side on Wednesday night. Unfortunately didn't gain the victory there, but Lawson-Smith pouncing on loose ball from St Andrews. And ball just bouncing out in the St Andrews' favour.
Used his feet well. And stretched over to make it. Not quite sure how that ball came out the other side of the scrum so quickly there. Let's have a look at it from the side.
Just lack of control there by Dankwitz at the base, and allowing Lawson Smith to pounce on it. And great try. Good start here from the men in red from across the valley, and really putting the home side under pressure. And not the greatest kick from Mana, so the scores now Kingswood leading 5 points to nothing.
Interesting bit of trivia. The last 10 to 15 years, no side scoring first has ever won a Cater.
Very interesting stuff, and perhaps that might be a day for change. I'm sure first team coach Johnny Mallet, who's also a St Andrews old boy, so a lot of emotion in this game for him. I'm sure he'll want to turn that round this afternoon. And Wilson with a high hanging kickoff here. Down to, and a poor mistake from Kingswood. And it looks like a double knock on there, so a let off for Kingswood, and that's the number 8, Ati Gallardo, just making a mistake there. As you can see, schoolboys getting really into this game.
A little bit of a momentum change here. You lose the kickoff straight away. St Andrews on the offensive. They've looked good each time St Andrews has run with their back line.
And this is Rushmere with the feed. Yeah, it's a little tense here in the scrum there. There's the Malesus and Rotenbach and Van der Holt giving each other a hard time there. Referee just getting involved, and that's Kalipa. Malesus, it's an all grade 11 front row for St Andrews College. And a lean, mobile bunch, and against the sort of tried and tested Kingswood front row. There we go, packing down again. And a free kick for St Andrews College, and this Wilson, a poor pass by Murray Wilson, and St Andrews College had a bit of pressure here. And Ryan Thompson having to clean things up there, and good pressure from Kingswood here, and St Andrews need to just collect themselves. Box kick from Rushmere. And Ryan forward, a difficult one in the swirling wind now to Thompson. Oh, speculative pass there, but referee adjudicating it going backwards, and that's Royal on the far side getting bundled into touch. That man in picture there, Matthew Royal, also running sub 11 100 meter times for EP, and Schools running You wouldn't say that if you saw his father, that he's a sprinter. He's the first team coach and director of radio at St Andrews College, Andy Royal. Spent, and this is a turnover here now. Gallardo working hard. And Lawson Smith to Manus. Manus turning Thompson in this, using the wind to his advantage, and Thompson letting the ball run out. That's great field position here for Kingswood College and St Andrews, with another pressure exit play from inside their 22. Thanks for that, Bob. Sometimes players prefer even to play in their favourite jersey. And, great back ball there to Barrett, now to Fleming. Fleming in the midfield to Minaj, and Kricher doing a great work there to hold him up, and that's now tackle ball just outside the St Andrews College 22. Rushmere, poor pass there. Ryan Ford under a bit of pressure. Good work there by Charles and on the defence. And this is again their captain Alex Minaj carrying for St Andrews College. Out to Wilson. Wilson skipping the twins, and now there goes. This is Charlie Fleming. Charlie Fleming looking for support on his outside, releasing the pass, and unfortunately Bami Malesu just not able to collect that ball at his bootstraps, and another frustrating error for the home side. Yeah, I think unfortunately if you're a prop forward trying to catch a 12 there, Bob, it's a little difficult, and I can assure you as a prop forward myself, it's always one of those things you don't want to have happen. And another one of our sponsors, Investec, for St Andrews College, and really thanks to all these sponsors that we're able to bring this live feed to you around the world for old boys and old girls around the world. And this is Manus out the back. And, it's interesting as Kingswood opting to keep it tight in their forwards, and there's a not quite sure what that was for, Bob, and not releasing the tackler. A couple of penalties now stacking up here for both teams, but well, yeah, with this wind, they definitely back it, put it in the corner, and good kick there by Mokongola, their fullback. And Kingswood supporters watching intensely there as their team walk towards this line out. It's a short line out for Kingswood. St Andrews College on their counter-attack with Matthew Royal. Matthew Royal back inside to Murray Wilson, smothered there by the big number 8, Gallardo. And out the back now, Fleming. Another poor pass from St Andrews. This wind is really proving difficult here for both teams. And this is Ryan Thompson here, using a bit of his feet, nearly tripping himself up on the pitch there. And Gallardo straight in on the ball. And St Andrews College doing good work here at the breakdown to keep him off his feet. And Wilson again, long passes here, and this is Royal carrying. And Dankwitz with the pick and go. Straight into the big men of Kingswood College. Rushmere with the pickup, looking for his forwards again. This is Barrett, a grade 11, a Kenyan-born Barrett, working hard on the ground. Another poor pass from St Andrews College there. A little bit of frustrating times here, I think, as a coach, Gareth. It's when a wind like this, you don't want those long passes. Am I right?
Is it far from here? No. Let's go.
And St Andrews' weapon in the forward pack is their driving maul this season. Perhaps you might see a shift maul here. And now keeping it tight on that man, Matthew Hillary, and working well there is St Andrews, just rolling the maul there, keeping it in that middle. And Kingswood will work hard, and the ball looking to work out the back to Minaj. My apologies, that's Robert with the ball now working over the line, and Robert looks like he's over the line. And that's an interesting one there, Bob. St Andrews College getting up, and you see so the schoolboys need to learn. You need to play to the whistle. Unfortunately, St Andrews College standing up a little bit awkward there at that time. And so referee Bonaparte, let's have a look here. There goes Robert over the line. He thought he had it, and standing up there, high-fiving without the whistle going. Yeah. It's one of those fantastic things here, sitting here. We can sit here and see the beautiful replays in that. And this is St Andrews College. Now Charlie Fleming with the carry. Oh, and right over the line.
I think he got over there before he dropped it. Yes, it's over.
Try scored there by that man, Charlie Fleming. And making no mistake this time, St Andrews College. And the scores are now level with 10 minutes to go in this first half. It's 5-all. Gets through a lot of work. Charlie Fleming is, if schools rugby now, here it is. The roll and reach. And great ball control there by the centre. And the ref was there that time. Bonaparte right on the spot to make that decision. And an important conversion here by Murray Wilson. It's going to prove difficult with the poles swirling. And straight through, and the home team take the lead for the first time in the match. And this score is now 7 points to 5, 1 try apiece. And Murray Wilson there, the Nuggety scrum, there's Nuggety fly-off, excuse me. He's struggled with it, broke his finger early on in the season, and has only had the last couple of games back. And I'm sure loving being back in the number 10 jersey. And, using that wind to hang in there, and that's looks like Dankwitz with the take there. Rushmere having to clean up. Wilson again, another long pass out, really trying to find that width you spoke about earlier, Bob. And Ryan Ford having to work really hard in the midfield, and this is Barrett. Barrett over to Bami Malesu. Malesu working hard. He's a converted wing. Bami Malesu played wing in his sort of former years at school and at primary school, and only made the change to prop to join his brother in under 16 last year. Both play in the front row, and they like rabid dogs, those two. They love stuff. They love running with the ball. They love carrying. They love defending. And intense brothers all the way from Botswana. And another scrum there. And again, a bit frustrating, as I've mentioned earlier, for both coaching staff. You know, these long passes is just not ideal in this window. You tend to think that you should keep it a little bit tighter, a little bit shorter pass, and let the ball do the work, as opposed to swinging it too wide and then having to judge where the ball's going to be. Oh, mistake here by Fleming, but gathered by Ford. Ford with the wraparound. Working hard here, great tackle by Galada there, the 8th man. Great work there by the big man. And Minaj with the carry. Running straight back into the Kingswood forwards. And Rushmere to Wilson to Robert out the back to Malesu. And this is the speed on the boot. There goes Matthew Royal. Bit of interference, but nothing illegal. And Kingswood have an opportunity with the ball. They've got numbers out wide here, Kingswood. Charles carrying well there. And looks like Matthew Hillary there, the lock forward with the steal. Great work there by St Andrews College. And unfortunately for Kingswood, great defence work by the men in blue. And frustrating again, the Kingswood boys. And Murray Wilson putting the ball into town. The line out just outside the Kingswood 22. Old boys enjoying themselves on the stands here, and this is Chris Poole with the line out looking for his go-to man there, Hillary. And there goes the wraparound maul there. This is one of St Andrews' weapons. And Rashmir now to Wilson. Wilson out the back to Charlie, and well read by the Kingswood defence, and turnover ball. Possibly a tackle without the ball there, Bob. It's a bit scrappy out wide. St Andrews College now on the attack. They counter-attack with Royal. Royal looking for space. Round the first defender. And straight into a big hit there in the midfield. Oh, and mistake by Christian Robert, and can Kingswood pounce on this? To work hard, there's Lawson Smith. That's Ryan Thompson working well to get away from the first defender. On the boot there, but no one chasing. And this is Lawson Smith. Yeah, Kingswood definitely got the numbers out wide on the right on the far side of your screen. Just out of your picture, and they look like they're going to the short side. And this is to number 4, Lombard. Unfortunate there by Kingswood. Yeah, it looks like St Andrews ball here. It's quite a few scrums today. It's always gained a bit of parity. Both sides getting really low there. A bit over eager. It's Bami Malesu on the near side in the scrum cap. And that's Rotenbach. Played prop all his life, Rotenbach. In grade 12, also a first team water polo player. A little bit messy there, but good scrum by Basi Malesu on the far side, giving the St Andrews boys an opportunity. And this is Wilson. Wilson working great here. Shrugging off another tackle by Galata, and Wilson going. This is Dankwitz.
Turned over by Kingswood. No one at the back.
With a big handoff, sorry.
This is good continuity a little bit by Kingswood. And Kingswood here with the sort of get out of jail here. They need to kick it deep. Clearance, and it's almost on the stroke of half time. And line out on St Andrews College 10-meter line. Kingswood again opting for the short line out. It's a full line out here for Kingswood. Looking for Lombard. Is that man Dagazela, and unfortunately just getting a surprised feel when he got that knocking the ball on. So possibly the last movement here of the game of the first half. And looks like Lawson Smith covering the blind side. So St Andrews College is limited in their attacking options. It's a good scrumming there by Rotenbach and Malesu under a bit of pressure. That's Bami Malesu, the scrum cap, under a bit of pressure. Some of the dignitaries in Mother stand there. Chairman of the Old Boys Club and Director of Sport there for St Andrews College, as well as a couple of teachers and both headmasters in the back row watching on with intrigue and with interest. There goes Rashmir with the feed. And oh, mistake by, I think he dummied himself there, Bob. Rush. And Minaj with the carry to Fleming. Fleming to round the corner to Dankwitz. Dankwitz working well. Up to nearly to the halfway line of Kingswood. And here goes again that man, Alex Minaj, the captain's carried a lot today in the first half. Out the back to Fleming. Fleming to forward. Here we go. Looking for Poole with a bit of space. And again, just gifting the ball back to the opposition. And Kingswood have got the ball on the touchline. Are they going to attack or kick the ball out? Poor pass by Lawson Smith. And penalty run, then quick ball. This is Robert with up to the 5-meter line. Big tackle by Kingswood, and pick and go here is Poole. Working hard is Magazola on the ground there. Sorry, excuse me, it's Galard on the ground. Messy ball for Rashmir. Rashmir with Dankwitz. Rashmir looking for runners. This is Wilson. Wilson for looking for space out wide. Another long pass there to Royal. As you mentioned earlier, Bob, lacking a little bit of patience on both sides here. This is Rashmir. Rashmir to Fleming. Fleming in the corner. And it's a try on the stroke of half time. And that's those championship minutes you've worked with John Mitchell before. He's come here and helped Kingswood in the past, and he always speaks about championship minutes, Bob. And scoring at the stroke of half time is just devastating for a team. That was Charlie Fleming, the number 12 for St Andrews College. It's really good work in the corner there by the number 12. Intense out there, and it's exciting stuff here. It's the half-time kick to come. The home side leading 12 points to 5, and Murray Wilson with a difficult kick with the wind. And a great camera angle here of the kick as we pan out. Looks like he's got it. Oh, just off the upright. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Half time here. Half, Bob, and exciting stuff in a very, very windy Grahamstown. And as the schools charge the field for the half-time spell, it's the schoolboys' tradition to do a sort of a spell on the stand, and everyone comes to watch. And the scores at half-time, 12 points to 5 in favour of the home side, St Andrews College. We'll be right back with you shortly.
College.
I can hear you now. We're at how to start the second half. Kingswood College trailing the home side 12 points to 5, and that was just the half-time. It was the half-time spell there by the home side, St Andrews College. Good old schoolboy cheerleading, and it's always nice to see that from the stand. It's taken weeks of choreography and time and effort after lunch and during school periods to get that right. And as you can see, capacity crowd here is just to be full on this K-Day fixture. And beautiful. And as you can see, the wind is still pumping across the field towards the camera. You know, in these games, you know, I wouldn't think so. I think guys, you know, maybe possibly in the front row, especially seeing as though the front row that is currently the starting front row, Poole and the two Malesus have just come back from playing provincial duty last night. Perhaps they might run out a bit of legs towards the midway through this half, so they'll probably look towards Pringle, Injam and Barlow to come on from the second team game. But they too have just played a game of rugby, so I think both sets of rankers will be a little bit tired in their legs, and especially, I mean, that second team game was electric and lots of running rugby being had there. So who knows? I think backline wise, I think the first team are pretty settled. Possibly only bring guys on if need be, but maybe possibly to rest the likes of Bami and Basi Malesu and Chris Poole in the front row. The team's running out here. Team's running out the screen to start the half. The Blue leading at this point in time 12 points to 5. It's 2 tries to 1, and their go-to man Charlie Fleming, the number 12 jersey for St Andrews, has been the guy who's put the big guys in red under pressure. And the high-hanging kickoff by Murray Wilson. It looks like St Andrews College come away with it. And this is to Wilson. Wilson to Fleming. Fleming looking for Royal on his outside to Dankwitz on the touchline. Dankwitz working hard. Good tackle there by Marnus, the fly half. And it's now looking for his forwards. This is Alex Minaj with the cap. Kingswood caught offside there. Under pressure in there, 22. Good start for the second half by St Andrews College. And unfortunately, I've lost my co-commentator, Bob Shaw. I'm sure he'll be back with it. Dagazala has got his hands on it. But still going forward in St Andrews College. Having to work hard, and I think this is great defence by the men in red. Rushmere just getting the ball out. Now this is another. And Kingswood now just inside their 20 with the exit opportunity, and they've split their backs. We've got the fly off Marnus on the left of your screen. St Andrews College schoolboys getting stuck in there, and big scrum here, good scrum. And this is Marnus with the ball. Ngolo with the clearance. And gaining his team a good 30 meters. And this looks like the first change for Kingswood. It looks like Cricker is being replaced by his brother Duncan. So Cricker for Cricker. And the number 7, it's Nkajima, also coming off the field, and he's being replaced by Stretton, it looks like. And this is a steal for Poole at the back of the line-out. And now with Minaj, great line defense from Kingswood. That's the new man Cricker with a good line press there, but unfortunately that's my apologies. It looks like straight up it's Cricker for Makajima, not for his brother. So and, good clearance for St Andrews. And look to their tried and tested line-out that's worked so well this afternoon. We're 5 minutes into this second half, and the territory has all been St Andrews at this stage, and it's that man Hillary again, and it's back down to Dankwitz. Now the ball gets moving, and it looks like Christian Robert at the back of that line-out. My apologies, it's Chris Poole with the ball in the back, and to Rashmir to Wilson, Wilson to Fleming to Moore. Moore's been quiet this afternoon, and big hit on Ryan Ford out wide, and Ryan doing really well to get away from their little corkscrew. And this is Dankwitz with the carry, and just trying to gain a little bit of momentum here, St Andrews College. And poor breakdown work by the home side, and Rashmi under a bit of pressure here by the number 4, that's Lombard. And looks like Hilu, not sure who that is carrying the ball there now, but St Andrews College working well. This is Rashmir to Basi Malesu. Bami Malesu getting rid of his scrum cap there, and Maul, I think, is called, and this fortunately Basi not able to get his knee to the ground, and now trying to drag them all down. And there it is, turnover. Great defensive work here by the men in red, and a little bit of back chat there by St Andrews College, costing them a penalty. And can't let this occasion get to the boys. Kingswood doing really well on defence at the moment, and Coach Johnny Manoff will be pleased with his men. They've had to work hard, and they've taken a quick tap here. St Andrews caught napping, and this is out to their flyer. This is Matuku. Matuku working well. Good clean. They've gained about 40 metres here. It's Kingswood, and Kingswood on the ascendancy. Slow ball to Cricker out the back. A good line speed from St Andrews.
Can you hear me?
And another slow breakdown. It's good work at the breakdown. Little chip kick over the top. No one back. Oh, big clash in the air there. And penalty for St Andrews. But big clash in the air there, and 2 players going down. It's not looking pretty. And no one wants to really see that, but 2 players going for the ball and just mistiming it. And I think Kingswood have not quite sure who that is on the floor.
Cut. Testing.
I'm not sure who that is there, Bob.
Yeah, that was unlucky. There was both players contesting for the ball and just not seeing each other, and then it's not looking good for either at the moment, I don't think. Are they both still down?
I think Ryan Ford is back on his feet, but I'm a little bit concerned about the Kingswood player on the floor there. Still not quite sure who that is. But it looks like he's on his feet, and that looks like Klaas.
Klaas or Matuku there, he's back on his feet. Good. It's turned into St Andrews.
Both players going for the ball, and just the knee. That's Abongile Klaas just getting a knee to the chops, and St Andrews College with a big touch finder, putting Kingswood back into their half.
That's a massive kick. If the wind's still blowing on that side, that is a
That was a
massive
very
kick.
impressive kick there. And just opting for their 4-man line-out. St Andrews, and Poole to Hillary to Rashmere.
There's that
Fleming,
pass again.
Poor pass by Fleming, and here we go, Kingswood on the counter-attack.
St Andrews quite slow to fall back here. If Kingswood can use this quickly.
Low ball there.
Had Lombard up through the far off channel. Lawson Smith again plays the fullback Mokongolo. He's kicked that, but he's kicked that direct.
It's so unfortunate there. It's just both sides are still struggling to get into this game. Really, it's very tight here. 12-5. Just 7 points separating both sides, and both coaching staff have been frustrated in their respective boxes.
Just haven't quite managed to put a couple of phases together.
And another mistake for St Andrews College, and Kingswood have it.
It's come off.
This is,
There goes the captain, Kalipa. Passes it on. And Kingswood now right on the St Andrews 22. Ball comes back to Marnus. He chips over the top. Straight into the hands of Dankovitz. And it's a good run by the number 8.
Yeah, well read there by Dankwitz. And Rashmere with the clearance, but it's a sort of a kick right down the middle, not really much in it. And this is
Mokongolo. He's St Andrews all over him, yeah. And they've won it, I think.
it's good breakdown work there.
Kingswood still got it.
Kingswood did very well there at that breakdown to get St Andrews College defenders off their feet, and this very slow ball here.
Crick having a dart. Again, St Andrews very quick onto that loose ball. Gallardo
Big carry
taking
by
it
the
up.
number 8.
Plays it around the back.
This is Charles wrapped up there. Under a bit of pressure, and
he's going to have to get rid of that.
oh, great work there. That's looks like that man Charlie Fleming has had an outstanding game so far, and Charlie working really well there to win that turnover. A little bit isolated was Charles, Sandiso Charles. Sorry, there's Charlie Fleming, and then there's Sandiso Charles on the opposition and Kingswood College side.
St Andrews just very quick to that breakdown ball. That's three tackles in a row where they've nearly come away with the ball, and the last one they have managed to turn it over.
Yeah,
and now down into the corner where everyone wants to be.
It's a horrible corner, this on the left of your picture here. It's the lowest point in the field. It's just a sort of amen corner, as they call it. It's very difficult to get out of here, and St Andrews will opting again for a shorter line out.
Kingswood looking directly into a very low sun now too.
And Hillary going straight to Dankwitz, and good sack by Kingswood. And out the back to Fleming. Fleming to more stepping, more taking a couple of defenders to bring him down. There's Rashmere.
Oh, there's trouble, yeah.
Mistake.
Oh, goodness. Look at the numbers. They were all out wide here left, Graham.
They were queuing up out wide here, Bob. Frustrating stuff, but exciting stuff here. And
they were
limping happy from Charlie Fleming, so we're worrying for the coaching staff. And
that tempo is definitely lifted in the last 5 or 10 minutes. Both sides, I think, realizing that whoever scores first in the second half is going to have a distinct advantage. This is where Kingswood were quite dangerous early on the blind side here. I see Marnus lining up with Matuku and Kricha. If they can get a good right shoulder, they could well use the side here. Let's have a look and see.
You see Rashmere opting for the blind side defense. And I'm sure number 9s are only supposed to stand 1.5 meters from the scrum and at last man's feet, but both number 9s taking advantage of referee watching what's going on in the front row there. It's intense stuff up front there. Kalipa jeering his troops on, leading from the front to the Nuggety number 2.
No, you're quite correct with the number 9. Look where the St Andrews number 9 is standing.
Yeah, he's definitely pushing that offside line. I wonder if at the mouth of the scrum, there it is. Good scrum there by the home side. Big scrum by the Malesus, and that's very promising there. There it is. You can see what it means to them. And unfortunately, in the schoolboy level, you don't get turnovers, but it's very encouraging for the home side.
Kingswood's other option here is to go left with Makongolo's left boot. and kick it up to upfielder.
It's been a bit static now for a while. It's scrum has taken a couple of minutes to get going.
Again,
Another
big pressure
big
from
scrum.
College. They've got it out. Mokongolo, they're deciding to run it, but he's knocked it on. He's knocked it on. That's class, knocking that one on. And now St Andrews with a feed right on the Kingswood 22-metre line. Oh, a couple of handbags being thrown there now.
Yeah, a little bit of niggle on the far side. Some of the supporters there next to the bench, but a little bit of how's your father? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Took the words out of my mouth there, Mr. Shaw. It's always good to see the passion from schools. I mean, really, schoolboy rugby is just so fantastic.
In those situations, they used to call me Archer. I was normally the one right at the back, letting the arrows loose, never in the front line when it came to a fight.
It's always you backline players, you know. You always want to throw the first chirp and let us forwards do the dirty work. Anyway, here we go. St Andrews scrum on the 22 of Kingswood College. Good attacking opportunity here.
The scrums again, very unstable.
Very messy here.
I don't think it's going to be long before the ref just decides to penalise whichever side he decides to penalise.
Oh, Bami Malesu there getting a little bit hot-headed there, and Rotenbach enjoying a little bit of the banter between front row colleagues there.
One just senses that something's going to happen now that's going to turn this game.
And both sides can't afford a yellow card or anything like that, and just ruin the contest, unfortunately. So hope that both teams can keep their head, but these scrums have been a battle up front.
They've taken
Rotenbach and Van der Holt for Kingswood, and Malesu for St Andrews College. Ball goes in, good scrum there by St Andrews College, and it's out the back. Fleming, and a mistake there, and Kingswood pounce.
Another pass goes astray in the back line.
And opting
Mokongolo lining up to clear it for Kingswood here. There are not many chasers on that side. If he hasn't found touch, they might be found a little wanting.
This is a problem here for Kingswood, and St Andrews on the counter-attack. This is Ford. Good carry by Ford, wrapped up there by the big forwards.
Lombard.
Still leg drive. And slow ball here for St Andrews, opting for looking for Robert, the big number 7. Good clean there by Basi Malesu. Box kick. Just spotting a gap there is
it's a very good one.
And Kingswood now under pressure. And
the ball's gone loose.
This is all.
But St Andrews have knocked it on the line. Oh, anything could have happened there.
Get out of jail free card there for Kingswood, but great pressure from St Andrews College. Rushmere just spotting the back three were out of position, and using the wind and a little dinky sort of box kick over the top there. Nearly worked.
A really good change of tactic by Rushmere there. I think St Andrews the last 4 or 5 times they've gone to the back line, knocked it on. Just seeing that Kingswood's pressing up really hard on defence and putting it in behind them. And very nearly worked. And back to another scrum.
And back into the cauldron. I think these boys up front are going to start getting tired. I wonder if start thinking about some changes in the front row. I think both front rows have worked really hard and unfortunately have had to do it like there your man is Guy Rushmere. Great sporting history, or sporting family here in Eastern Cape. Mark Rushmere is his uncle.
South African cricketer.
Yeah. And
I see Klaas getting a bit of attention there, cramping up on the far side on the wing. But he looks like we're ready to go again.
And there's one of the Kingswood coaching staff there. Just their consultant from...
yes, Nick Tisdale. He's been a great asset to Kingswood over the last couple of years.
Good scrum there by St Andrews College, but Kingswood coming around.
Running it behind their line here, Kingswood. And it's a charge down.
And good work there by Anthony Moore for St Andrews, and Kingswood under pressure again.
They're really struggling to get out of their 22 here.
I know Coach Johnny Mallet there, he loves the Hurricanes, and don't know if it's always the bravest thing to do to try and run out of your 22. The Hurricanes are sort of infamous for doing that and scoring points, but I think in this instance it was a little bit dangerous for Kingswood here. Good line
won
out
the
for
line
Kingswood.
out, but it's skew.
Oh, a little knock on actually. Referee Rodney Bonaparte spotting a little knock on there by Kingswood, and great opportunity, attacking opportunity here for St Andrews.
Interesting that Kingswood tried to run that one. It actually feels like the wind's turned now. Kingswood are actually playing with the wind this half too.
The wind is definitely playing a big part in this game.
See the blindside winger here. Is this Royal? Looks to be lining up inside the flower half.
I think you'll watch Royal watch that inside ball from. He'll be tracking. Ball goes in. Here's Royal. Royal change of direction. And a penalty.
Penalty to St Andrews. They have been very dominant in that scrum area the last 10 or 15 minutes.
And that's Vasi Melesu on the far side working really well against Van Holt.
Corner or poles, Graham?
So
15 minutes to go.
I think at this stage in the game with this wind, I'd be worried about those poles. And I think, in this corner is Amen corner. And if you can keep Kingswood in this corner and keep making them tackle, it's difficult to keep tackling all day. And St Andrews have certainly had the lion's share of territory and possession. And they're all full line out here for St Andrews College. That man Hillary again with the take.
Looking for the
and
sack.
It's a shift maul here to Basi Melesu. Starting to run away with it.
Oh, they're going to struggle to stop this. The stop it they have just before the line.
They've done great work there, have Kingswood.
Dankovitz going for the line now.
Good
Brought
defense.
down by Kingswood.
And this is Hillary with the carry. Tackle ball right on the line, 1 meter out. And no scrum off there as Rashmi having to do some work, and it's Dankwitz with the pickup. And that's Marnus doing some tackling.
Oh, he's over.
He's over. And that's great. That's the captain, Alex Minaj, and that's exactly what Kingswood didn't want. And St Andrews coming away with a 5-pointer.
Just, well done you St Andrews there. So much pressure the last 10-15 minutes and being rewarded going for the corner, as you said there.
Yeah, very brave call there by the captain, and paying off with him scoring the try. And just the face pass. There's just a build-up. Dankwitz with a carry. Great defence there from Kingswood, just piling in the numbers. And the face pass here by Rashmi, slow ball. And the face pass, and
good step.
Unfortunately, a number 9 trying to stop a big number 6 is just not going to happen. 2 meters out, and Alex Minaj going over for the 5-pointer.
You called it again at the beginning. There again, another great St Andrews line-out. I don't think they've lost a line-out today. They really have been superb at that line-out.
They have that one overthrow, and that's about it. But yes, it really has been phenomenal for schoolboys to get that.
It's a good kick.
Right.
He's got this.
And that's a superb kick by Murray Wilson, and stretching the St Andrews lead to 19 points to 12. And
right, if ever there was a time for Kingswood to let the ball talk now, no time.
Still 13 minutes in this game, Bob, and still lots of rugby to be had. And last year, lots of tries can be scored in a short amount of time, and Kingswood have the ability and certainly have the players to score those tries. And I'm sure that Coach Johnny Mallett will have something up his sleeve for the last 13 minutes.
The crowd trying to G Kingswood up here. It's a good kickoff.
Big hit by Lombard.
Lombard again. He's had some tremendous hits today.
Yeah, he's done well there, number 4 lock for Kingswood, and it's Robert with the carry, pick and go. There is Melesu. That's Bami Melesu with the pick and go here.
Good leg drive,
high knees. And good gaining ground here. This is Robert again. Robert over the top. Basketball pass to Basi Melesu. Good step, good footwork there by the loose head prop. And keeping it tight.
It's gone a little bit high there, but it seems to be all right to the ref.
And little corkscrew there, Murray Wilson. Gallardo shooting up on him, and a little corkscrew to get out of trouble. And here's the high box kick. This is
that sun's going to play a part in this.
That's
well
Barry.
Taken by Mokongolo.
Great work, great pressure by Charlie Fleming again.
St Andrews. I wouldn't be surprised. Yes, they've come away with it down the blind side.
And that's Barrett. He's also gone through a huge amount of work this afternoon. Is Braden Barrett, the grade 11 block forward, and a little chip kick through.
There we go. There's a chance. It's not a good kick.
I think it's going to be
set the
frustrating.
gap.
Okay,
He's
this
followed
is,
it
this
up
is
well.
precious
Well,
stuff
look
here.
at this.
Royal. Don't know what he's doing, trying to do there, but he's got away from the two Kingswood, and he's got away from the third. Sure.
His play just seemed to halt there for a minute.
And this is Rashmir too. And flat pass to
It's a
Fleming. Fleming through
great
again.
pass.
Fleming looking for his options. Wide pass. This is to his centre partner Moore.
Good covering tackle there by Marnus. Kingswood
Great
scrambling well, yeah.
Great scrambling defence from Kingswood, but puffing a little bit of the Kingswood, the big heavies out wide here.
This has been going on for 2-3 minutes now.
And looking for runners off 10. This is Bami Malesu with a big carry.
And a good
that's
turnover.
fantastic work.
Well done.
That's the big man Gallardo
Back
with a
Kingswood.
fantastic turnover there for Kingswood College. Great scramble defence by the men in red.
Just a great passage of play by both sides there, both on the attack. And over and then straight away hitting it up to the other side. I think they'll be blowing a bit now, you're right.
Yeah, it's a little bit ding-dong in terms of possession, although territory has been dominated by St Andrews in the second half, but sort of the possession stakes have been a little bit favouring the home side a bit.
Yes.
But every time one team seems to get the go forward, Bob, they seem to try something a little bit too fancy or throw the ball around a little bit too much, and instead of maybe building a little bit of continuity through phases.
This becomes a little bit discombobulated.
And line out for Kingswood here on the St Andrews College 10-metre line. And as you can see, St Andrews College there just in front of Kalipa, opting for the one-man lift in the front of the line out. And he's done well there, has Christian Robert to steal that line out.
Yes, that's
and
St Andrews line out
Stankwitz now in the midfield. Moving the ball out wide to Fleming. Fleming to more out
Good
wide
hands,
to
good hands.
Thompson on the boot here. Kingswood under a bit of pressure. And it's
Mokongolo at the back.
looks like a late hit on Thompson there, missed by the referee, but
This is Matuku having a go all right in front of his poles.
and Minaj has pounced straight on that ball there, but good clean out work by Kingswood.
Mokongolo electing to clear it, but he's kicked it straight down the fullback's throat.
Been probably not the greatest kicking from
Here
both
comes
sides.
Royal.
Royal to Malesu. Watch the big prop forward, big hit there. Good place.
Oh, great pickup, one-handed pickup. He's continued it on. You've got to give it to the Kingswood defence here. They really have held College well in some of these attacks.
They've done exceptional.
And they've turned it
come away
over
from
again.
this.
Here we go.
Kalipa, he has that big boy Rotenbach in the midfield.
He was just dying for a run with that ball. He's done so much scrummaging today.
And it's great appreciation of the law there, getting taken down to his feet, releasing the ball, getting up on his feet and playing the ball. Good work there from the big man. Another big carry by the big man, big lock forward there. Dagazela, yeah. Kingswood.
I think it was Lombard having a go.
Bit slow here for that breakdown for Kingswood here, and probably not the ideal sort of attacking platform, but opting again for the kick.
Gone for the get out of.
And here's Thompson with the dancing feet, getting away from two defenders and getting away from the third.
Oh, numbers on.
Numbers
Get
are
it wide.
Oh,
It's
good
come off a
pressure.
Kingswood player, but Royal's going to have a dart. A bit of argy-bargy going on here. Royal's through. One man to beat. Got to beat. Good tackle by Mokongolo. Dankovitz carrying it on. Oh, and
Oh,
Roberts
and
has just dropped it.
Unfortunately, Robert.
Wow, there's a good run by Royal there.
Very good, just taking advantage of the handbags being had by both teams there. It was Kalipa and the two men getting stuck into each other. And again, the players, I think, there you go, there's
Let's have a look at that again, Graham.
strength and conditioning coach there.
It's gone backward of a
big
Kingswood
hit.
hand. He's played
Big hit by
advantage.
Kalipa there on Bami Malaysia, and there's dancing feet. Here goes Royal evading Gallardo there.
This
And,
is where it pops
big
up
hit
for
by
Dankovitz.
A big hit by Kricher there, who dislodged the ball and forced that knock on. And he's done really well this afternoon as Matthew Royal. He hasn't scored a try, but has certainly made some serious meters this afternoon with using his pace and his good feet.
Luckily for St Andrews, he takes after his mom.
That's correct. And Thomas Cleesby there writing great game so far. And John Kuhn just enjoying the match there all the way from Tennessee. Thank you for watching, John. And ladies and gentlemen, you can follow us on Twitter at #SSL Rugby. This is brought to you by Liberty, as well as subscribe to the School Sport Live.
Shane Pote looking at us there. Good stuff. Very good player last year, Shane Pote.
And subscribe to School Sports Live on YouTube, brought to you by Liberty.
Right, Kingswood back in their 22. There's Scrum. They've played a short one to the centre. He's taken it up.
Charles with a big
Good
carry
yards
in the midfield.
St Andrews a little slow to fold here, and Kingswood have got a gap. It's Marnus taking it through. Oh, just knocked forward there by Matuku, the wing. That was on there.
That's unfortunate for Matuku there. St Andrews College just caught napping. And Kingswood, it's been the story, unfortunately, of Kingswood's game this afternoon, Bob. It's every time they've got an opportunity to score, it's been frustrating because knocked the ball on or tried one pass too many or try to give a pass that's a little bit too far. And unfortunate for them because they have played some fantastic rugby this afternoon. And the scoreline is probably, it doesn't do this the closeness of this game justice.
That's actually Matuku. That's the one he's got
Matuku,
the number 14
yes,
jersey
the
on.
numbers have been swapped around on their jerseys.
College with a very promising scrum. They've got a big blind side here, but it looks like they've elected to bring their winger over onto the open side. And here they come.
There goes Murray Wilson.
Wrapped around the back. He's got the gap too.
This is Charlie Fleming. Charlie Fleming for the corner. Backhand pass and Marnus to wrap it up. And this is Charles with the carry. No, my apologies. Matuku with the carry.
What's happened here?
There's a bit of off the ball stuff here. A bit of a hit. We don't need this to happen at this stage in the game. And just
here's the crowd on the far side. You can see Tony Tim there, great servant of Kingswood, sitting there at the bottom there with Dr. Fred Oosthuizen. There you can see the sun that Kingswood's looking into, and they've been glaring into that for the last 20-30 minutes.
It is a beautiful day here. Unfortunate for the wind. The wind has played a huge part in this fixture. And after the players have got to know each other a bit better, hopefully the game can continue. And
after all that, I think there's a bit of consultation going here between the ref. Yeah, it's a little bit after. Watch Jack Mills upending the number 10 onto his shoulder. That's not going to end well for Mills, I don't think.
That's a red card going out of his pocket.
Okay, and back to that corner where they've been so many times.
3 minutes to go in this Eastern Cape derby. St Andrews College with the one-man advantage now that Mills is in the sin bin. I don't know if he might not make an appearance in this game. This is back to
2 minutes left.
That's Hillary with the take. Ball to the back of the line. It looks like Poole on the ball, trying to work it back, and it looks like
been asked to use it once. Here they come blind, and Royal's over.
That's fantastic work there by the winger. Great work by the left wing. He's done a huge amount of work this afternoon, has Matthew Royal, and he's got his just reward.
There's another great pass by the scrum half, picking out a man.
And
let's have a look at it. A bit of confusion here. They might have thought he might have stepped out. We might see it on a replay. The ref has given the try, and they're continuing.
Yeah, it's unfortunately at schoolboy level they don't have the luxury that we have, Bob, here sitting in our coaches, in our sort of commentary box with replays, and that kick going wide, and the score is 24-5. But here's the replay, and a little bit of juggling there. Apologies there. But here we go. Here's the replay. Use it once, calls the referee. You can see Dankwitz on the right-hand side of your screen. Cross-face pass and 2v1, and a great try, great wing try scored there by Matthew Roll. And the kickoff is again a hanging kickoff. This is Wilson. Wilson's been good today for St Andrews College. Has danced nicely.
Good offload.
Offloaded well. And here's Robert with the offload. Again,
probably one too many there, but they're going to get the scrum. I wonder if the great legend St Andrews coach Andre Jacobs might be watching this game from Hermanus today. He was such a great influence on not only St Andrews players but Kingswood too, with the great running game he brought to Grahamstown in the 80s.
And it looks like a couple of changes here for St Andrews College. I see Guy Rushmere heading off, as well as Charlie Fleming. Charlie Fleming been through an enormous amount of work, and I notice in the front row is Matthew Barlow in the number 17 jersey on for Bami Malet.
Right, St Andrews scrum, yeah.
I think that's...
oh, he's got the same gap as he took just now. Well picked up by number 21.
Out the back pass. And it looks like a number of changes there. It looks like Will McAdam is on in the far side for St Andrews College in number 23 jersey.
And that's it. The ref's blown it. That's time up. And another really good win for St Andrews, 24 points to 5. They were just a little bit more clinical today, as you said in the finishing.
Yeah, it was the team that made the fewer amount of mistakes, and Kingswood will be upset with themselves. They had the opportunities, but St Andrews really chuffed with the win. A win that the scoreline probably doesn't represent how close this game was, but 24 points to 5, and a good solid performance by the home side there on a very breezy Grahamstown afternoon. Bob Shaw and I think a nice opportunity for both sides there to just thank each other for a good contest, and that's all we ask for as coaches, as spectators, as old boys and alumni in both schools. You just want a good, enjoyable game of sport, and there you have it there, the gentlemen shaking hands there.
They'll all be back in the next year or two, and then they'll be the greatest of mates, no matter where they find themselves in South Africa.
And just Matuku on the floor there, and there's St Andrews College supporters just throwing their scarves there.
Underwear.
Blue.
No, scarves.
Scarves, that's scarves, Mr. Shaw, scarves. And you can hear the blue shouting from the St Andrews College schoolboys.
It's not a boo, it's a blue.
Not a boo, yes, it's definitely not a boo, it's the blues of St Andrews College.
A wonderful thing about these derby days, you don't often see it in different parts of South Africa, but these late games, you get the long shadows and that now. Games ranging from 8 o'clock in the morning when the under-9 started it off today, and ending up with a first team game late in the evening.
Yeah, it really has been a phenomenal day of sport. Both Kingswood and DSG and St Andrews have all been involved in both the hockey, netball, and of course culminating in this fixture, the 24-5 win by St Andrews College over Kingswood. And there's the shadows as we pan over the supporters.
Another good crowd here today. They always seem to come back.
Yeah, and a good evening to be had by all.
Kingswood's 125 next year, so it'll be a big year for Kingswood on their home ground up at City Lords.
And you guys are hosting the Independent Schools Festival next weekend, and that's with some of the top private schools in the country: Kersney, Hilton, St Stithian, St John's. I'm not sure if St John's are coming down, but
there'll be some really good rugby played there. Great to see that a lot of under-16s are included in that group too. It's good for them to start getting a look in the open division. These days with the under-16 age group, they tend to not get that sort of third year in the first team.
Yeah, and I think it's an opportunity. A lot of Craven Week players from all schools will be out of action that week as they prepare for the Craven Week the week after that. So it's an opportunity, as you say, Bob, for young players to get seen on the first team sort of front. And as the St Andrews College first team make their way to their supporters to thank them for coming out, and the schoolboys are waiting in the stands for their team, and to do a war cry to finish off the match, to finish off the afternoon. Kingswood College, just out of picture, have also rallied their troops in front of their school. And just on the near side there's Matthew Hillary.
And the boys, big grins on their faces.
There's Kingswood and St Andrews in the background. It's awesome, really awesome. Even though it is a great rivalry, Bob, it's fantastic. Two schools in this small part of the world able to come out. And there's Kalipa, the captain, courageous, has been phenomenal for Kingswood all season. Loves defending, and unfortunately, he was unable to get his team over the whitewash enough this afternoon. And there they are.
Kingswood thanking their supporters now with their Sani Madoda. war cry.
Kingswood College rounding up their war cry as we pan to St Andrews College, and there's the team. And boys holding up their scarves. As you can see, it's a chilly afternoon. They all got their scarves.
Quite a few of the St Andrews boys back again next year from this side.
There's a large number of grade 11s in this side, Bob. And I'm not sure what you think, Bob, but certainly my man of the match this afternoon would be that man, Charlie Fleming, in the number 12 jersey for St Andrews College. Went through an enormous amount of work. I think it's tight between him, Hillary in the forward pack, as well as Matthew Rural out wide. But certainly my man of the match would be that man, Charlie Fleming.
Yeah, some of the angles he ran in the back line, he just seemed to cut through, create that space every single time. No, he was a really good player there today.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, from a chilly afternoon here in Grahamstown, we wish you well. And if you are travelling away or you're sitting in front of the fire, which we'll be doing shortly, I hope you enjoyed our coverage here on live, courtesy of Liberty. And be sure to follow us and subscribe to our channel and enjoy some of the fantastic school sport events happening around the country weekend after weekend. And we thank the guys here for the opportunity to bring this to you live. And thank you very much, Bob, for joining me.
Thanks, Graham. Another great day.
Cheers.